Hello, welcome to my next session on the concentration of force. That is most important topic in the examination point of view, that is the leaching of force. Actually, leaching is often used if the ore is soluble in some suitable solvents. That means the solvents should be chemical substances, and some special chemical solvents will be selected for the solubility of ore in that solvent. That concentration process we will call it as leaching. So in this leaching, alumina of one of the important ores of metal aluminium bauxite, that is be subjected to leaching. That means we can purify that bauxite ore in this method. So we will see the principle of leaching of alumina from bauxite. Leaching of alumina from bauxite. Actually here the principal ore of aluminium is nothing but bauxite. What we are talking in this information, the ore of aluminium is important ore is bauxite. As we all know that bauxite containing Al2O3. Actually it is a solid material, and actually this contains two important contaminants. The one is called as silica, SiO2. The another one we will call it as iron oxide. So the two things are there, but we will take the white bauxite only, that also contains titanium dioxide along with silica. So if the ore of aluminium bauxite usually contains SiO2, iron oxides and titanium oxides as impurities, and most importantly iron oxides also are present, in this type of oxides, impurities containing ore should be subjected to concentration. So when we have titanium dioxide and silica are present in the bauxite as impurities, that bauxite we will call it as white bauxite. If iron oxide is present as an impurity in the bauxite, that we will call it as red bauxite for general information. And the thing is nothing but the concentration actually in this process is carried out by digesting the powdered ore with concentrated solution of NaOH. That means first what we will take is, we will take powdered ore, and to that we will, that one will be subjected to dissolve in sodium hydroxide solution. So that concentrated sodium hydroxide solution we will take in this one to dissolve this powdered ore in the sodium hydroxide. And not only that one, here we will provide the temperature also, most important thing here, 473 Kelvin to 523 Kelvin temperature also will be provided, with a high pressure of 35 to 36 bar also we will use. So these are the conditions: temperature conditions, pressure conditions, and a suitable solvent is concentrated sodium hydroxide. That means leaching is a process in which we will select a suitable solvent for the concentrating the ore if they containing impurities like silica, titanium dioxide or iron oxide in case of bauxite. Okay. After that what will happen is alumina is leached out at sodium aluminate. That means in this process, when we have taken the powdered ore with sodium hydroxide, we will get sodium aluminate in the chemical reaction, as the sodium aluminate also comes along with some small impurities of sodium silicate also, because silica when mixes with sodium hydroxide it forms sodium silicate also with SiO2. So sodium hydroxide unites with the SiO2, forms sodium silicate also, leaving impurities behind. Okay, that means the main point of product in this reaction is sodium silicate, and impurities sodium aluminate. Impurities will be separated out. Impurities, if in case of silica, it is silica, sodium silicate, iron silicate. The impurities will be left behind in that chemical reaction. So that chemical reaction is Al2O3, which is a solid, and we will take it with the 2 moles of sodium hydroxide, which is aqueous solution, and subjected to reaction. That means we will add water to this, because aqueous solution, and water also will be taken in this one. And what will happens in this reaction is nothing but this will produces sodium aluminate. That means 2Na AlOH 4 times. This is also an aqueous substance. That means it is a water soluble complex only. This aluminate solution actually will be neutralized in this chemical reaction process. That neutralization takes place when we pass CO2 gas into that one. It forms the hydrated the alumina as precipitate. That means if you take the neutralization reaction, that is neutralization with CO2. So when you do that neutralization with CO2, what will happen? This sodium metaaluminate, that means 2Na AlOH 4 times we got in the first process, that will be taken, and into that will pass CO2 gas. So once the CO2 gas is passed, what will happen? Alumina, hydrated alumina with water molecules, is hydrated alumina will be crystallized, and that is another product is bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate also will be separated out. So these are the 2 chemical important reactions obtained. In this chemical reaction, sodium silicate remains in the solution and hydrated alumina will be filtered. So that means whatever the impurities like sodium silicate discussed earlier, they may be filtered out and we will get the hydrated Al2O3 precipitate. This is Al2O3XH2 is nothing but hydrated PPT. Okay. Now at this stage what will happen? The solution is seeded with freshly prepared samples of alumina, which induce the preparation. So in this chemical reaction, Al2O3XH2O will be obtained when we have taken that Al2O3 freshly prepared samples of Al2O3, which will encourages the precipitation of Al2O3XH2O. Now moving on to that chemical reaction, once we got the hydrated one, this hydrated Al2O3, Kelvin, if you take as a temperature for the dehydration of this one, you will get Al2O3 pure solid alumina with a pure form of the bauxite, and water will be separated out. This vapor will be separated out. So this what we got Al2O3 is pure in form. So in this way we can concentrate the aluminum ore of alumina from bauxite. That means first we have to take the bauxite and we have to employ these 3 methods to get it. Thank you. Okay, once again, we will see the leaching. Leaching is a chemical method in the concentration of ore. In this method, what will happen? The ore will be subjected to treated with some reagent. Now the reagent we are calling sodium hydroxide in the case of concentration of bauxite ore. And coming to the point, what will happen? This ore will be definitely dissolves in that solvent sodium hydroxide and forms sodium meta-aluminate water soluble substance. And to that we will wash that one with the water and we will get a precipitate, that is hydrated aluminum hydroxide. And in the third stage, what we will do, the hydrated aluminum hydroxide will be heated to get pure form of bauxite, that is nothing but alumina. But in this juncture, what we are talking about alumina is, this alumina, if it contains the impurity like SiO2, that we will call it as white bauxite. So the bauxite contains silica or titanium dioxide, that is called as white bauxite. And if it contains the iron oxide impurity, then that is called as red bauxite. So white bauxite impurity is silica, and red bauxite impurity is iron oxide, Fe or Fe2O3. Okay, so that is Fe2O3 only. So impurity. So these impurities can be easily separated out. They are actually undissolved in sodium hydroxide compared to aluminum oxide. So in this method, these chemical reactions also you can write in the examination point of view. Let us see, in the case of silver or Ag2S, this leaching process will be done by taking sodium cyanide. So say Ag2S will be dissolved in sodium cyanide, and in this reaction we will get sodium argentocyanide complex, and that complex, from that complex the replacement reaction will be taken according to the electrochemical series order. Zinc will be considered as the metal which displaces silver from this one. In that way we will get a pure form of silver in this leaching of Ag2S. This is also one of the extraction of silver chemical reaction. There is a oxidation reaction also takes place in which sodium sulfide obtained in the first step of the chemical reaction will subject it to oxidize in the presence of air into sodium sulfate, and sulfur also will be get precipitated in this reaction. This is a side reaction, but the main important two chemical reactions you have to write in the examination is these two chemical reactions for extraction of silver from MacArthur Forest process. This process is called as MacArthur Forest process. It will be used for gold also. Okay, we'll see gold in this next step. Now let us see this silver or gold can be leached using the sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. That's what we have discussed. Now the point is very clear that you can also take the direct gold metal with impurities with potassium cyanide and water and oxygen air, that is forms potassium dicyanoaurate complex, and this potassium dicyanoaurate can be treated with the electropositive metals like zinc, and that will displaces the gold from the zinc. So in that way you will get gold also in this leaching process. What is the general chemical reaction using for silver or gold in the leaching process is, in the first reaction you will take the metal with the Cn minus ions coming from the either sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide washed with water and air. In the presence of air, what will happen? It forms a complex, that is a dicyanometal from complex, and that dicyanometal complex will be treated with the zinc metal, forms a zinc complex, tetracyanozincate complex, and the metal will be formed in the reaction. That second reaction we will call it as replacement of metal using zinc from its complex. Okay, So these are the two important methods under leaching. Once again, I will repeat the entire process. What is the leaching process? Leaching process is nothing but is a concentration of the ore by selecting a suitable solvent or reagent, and the solvent or reagent for the leaching of bauxite ore is nothing but sodium hydroxide, and in the case of gold or silver you can take sodium chloride, sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide in the dilute condition. But whereas the leaching of bauxite, the solvent should be concentrated sodium hydroxide, and in this case of leaching of gold or silver, the solvent or leaching agent must be dilute sodium cyanide or potassium cyanide. So in this, complexation takes place. The first gold or silver complex will be formed, and those complexes will be subjected to replacement of these metals using zinc. So zinc forms complexes and metals will be separated out in this process. That process we will call it as the leaching of metals. This is another important method we can say in the metallurgical operations. Okay. So what is the significance of the leaching and extraction of aluminum? You understand the significance of leaching of aluminum is nothing but the extraction of aluminum, the purification of bauxite ore should be taken place. And why the purification should be taken place for the bauxite ore is nothing but the bauxite ore contains the impurities white impurity and red impurity. So that's why this white or red impurities, that is silica and what we call iron oxide impurities, will be separate completely is removed using this phenomenon is called as leaching with sodium, concentrated sodium hydroxide. That's why this leaching process is important for the concentration of the particular ores, aluminum, gold and silver ores. So let us see one neat model question. They are giving one flow chart. Consider the following flow sheet diagram, asking us a question. So what is the diagram? If you see the diagram, in this diagram, first we have finely divided bauxite ore is there, Al2O3 2H2 is there, and this ore is said to be purified by using Bayer's process, Hall's process and Serpex process, and we will get pure form of aluminum. Bayer's process we will take when we have a red bauxite Fe2O3 is impurity. Serpex process we will use when you have the white bauxite, silica is the impurity is present, and as well as Hall's process. And after getting the pure alumina, they are telling impure aluminum will come. After electrolytic reduction, that will be refined using Hoops process, you will get pure aluminum. Now what is the question they have asked in this one is nothing but in the extraction of aluminum, red bauxite containing X impurity. So they are asking what is X. You know what is X is the X impurity. X is nothing but the red bauxite contains iron oxide, Fe2O3 is the impurity. And coming to the Bayer's process, you will use Bayer's process for the purification of this red bauxite. White bauxite contains which impurity? Y. Y is an impurity that is nothing but silica SiO2. SiO2 is the impurity which is present in the white bauxite. Coming to the another one here, what is Z? Over the arrow mark of second equation they are given Z process. Usually white bauxite is said to be purified using Serpex process. Serpex process. So what is X, Y, Z respectively they asked. So X is nothing but iron oxide and Y is nothing but silica and Z is nothing but Serpex process. Serpex process is the purification of white bauxite in this method. So this is one important model question that can be asked in the examinations. I hope you understand this concept of leaching in this session what we have given to you. Okay, thank you very much for this session. We will meet in the next session with important concepts. Thank you.